What is going on, everybody? I'm out here again today with old Cletus.
Cletus here.
We're up in Shenandoah, Virginia, up in Skyline Drive, and we're looking for the Corbin cabin, and we're also looking for the ruins of the old homesteads in the Nicholson Hollow. So this place is really cool. George Corbin was related to the Nicholson family, who had several homesteads, and I believe by the end of 1932, there's about 40 individuals living down here. And long story short, George Corbin was a relative of the Nicholsons, and he was also one of the most notorious moonshiners in the area. So as you can imagine, he was pretty popular with everyone up here. He had the good stuff. And what made this place really stick out too is the fact that, you know, as opposed to the other homesteads up in the mountains, this one was not centralized. So in the 1930s, when the Park Service took over, they didn't really have a chance to go around and knock every last building down. There's still a decent amount out here. And so one of the cabins is still standing today and can actually be rented. The old Corbin cabin from 1909. Looks pretty awesome. I'm gonna stop talking so we can get to the good stuff and show you guys what you want to see. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Let's get to it. So partway down the trail here, just a little bit down the trail actually, we have what looks to be part of an old well from one of the Nicholson Hollow homesteads. And I'm hoping there's some more buildings around here in the woods. This little piece here would lead me to believe so. Let's take a little peek around. So about 2 miles down the trail to the left, a little bit to the left of the trail in the brush, we got some more signs of civilization that used to be here. An old rock wall going about 100 feet diagonally and cutting back towards the trail. I do know this used to be an old farming community, so this may have been a rock wall to help hold in some sort of livestock back in the day.
What y'all living for your lives?
Out here in the sticks.
Out here in the sticks, please.
So down at the bottom of the mountain, we have the old Corbin cabin, built in 1909 by George Corbin. He was a relative of the Nicholson family that developed this hollow. And as you can see, they renovated it, maintained it all these years, and it can actually still be rented to this day. So this is a really cool find on our trail hike today.
Crazy how they used to build houses, man. It's literally just stone.
I know. I wouldn't mind renting this out.
I wouldn't either, bro.
Here we have the abandoned cabin. Don't know if y'all can see it, just across from the cabin that is maintained. From what I read, this was the original Corbin cabin. Let's see if I can find a way to fit in there. Get a closer look. Let's see if I can get inside of here. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are inside the abandoned cabin. Fortunately, there's not a ton in here to see, but it's still amazing it's even still standing after all these years, considering this one is not maintained. If you look at this window, get a beautiful view of the river down there and the other cabin. So about half-mile downriver from the corbin cabin and the abandoned cabin, found another old homestead. And this house actually used to be pretty big. There's some ruins here. One of the walls of the house. And this is the part that caught my eye from far off in the woods. This chimney's at least 25 feet tall. And the distance between the chimney and this wall is at least another 30 feet. So for a house out here in the mountains, Nicholson Hollow, this is pretty sizable, and for its time. See if I can get a closer look of the back here. It's all thorn bushes. We're gonna have to clear our way through. Sorry, this camera view's a little shaky. So glad I got my kukri knife with me today. I didn't realize I'd be cutting through this much brush. Wow, that is amazing though. And considering most of the people got kicked out of here in the 1930s, a lot of these houses were built in the late 1800s. And you can still see the ruins out here today. So we've got the ruins of another little old building back here. This is about the extent of it. It seems like the further and further we get down the trail, the more and more ruins we run into. Let's see what else we can find today. So we're on our way back out of this place, just off the Corbin Cabin Trail, heading back up the mountain, and we found some more ruins. Looks like an old corner piece of a house. This is definitely the old foundation. Comes back through here too.
That kind of looks like a pathway.
Yeah, if it's part of the house, it's shaped strangely. Got this old pipe here.
Careful out there, buddy.
Don't worry, Cletus. That might have been part of an old, like a newer chimney instead of a stone one.
Yeah, actually, the way it like looks, it looks like it might have been like a sewer line.
Yeah, it could have. Then it runs down the mountain this way.
Yeah,
Wastewater from the house.
they probably had their own septic tank.